Welcome to Unit 6, Lesson 11, Bubble 5. Okay, what we're trying to do here, it says we're trying to figure out the max price from a list of prices on line 2. They model it by showing us how to get to the minimum price. Both the max and the min and the average and the mode, those are all examples of what's called reducing instead of filtering, we're reducing this list in one representation, one value that kind of represents the entire list. And if you think about it, I could do that. Yeah, a max, that is a one number that kind of represents something about this list, or the min, or the average, or the mode. We use this a lot, and you may recall going back to lesson 10, one of the two diamond entries. It says it's a pattern reducing. It's something that we'll talk about in class, reducing. If I mention reducing, it means, oh, I'm going to compute the average, or I've done the max or the min. It's important language to use because the AP often asks questions about that concept. Okay, so let me get back to what we're trying to do here. They have found the minimum for us. We can run it and see the minimum is 50 cents. They say the max is 70, but they haven't actually put the code in there. The 70 is the first value, okay? And that relates to the fact that when we're trying to find a max or a min, we generally find a reference or set the max or the min so that we have something to compare to when we go through all the items. And it is typically the case that we're using the first item in the list. There are exceptions to that, but it's going to work both here and later on when we talk about the max. So on line 5, they set min price equal to prices 0. And they repeat that on line 19. They set the max price equals to the first price in the list. Okay. And again, that's so we can compare. We're doing a comparison, and we need to do that comparison with an if statement. Okay, what is that if? If max price, I'll do it the other way. I'm going to say if prices I, okay, because we're iterating through each item, is greater than the current value, max price. If that's the case, then I know I've found a new maximum number, and I want to set that as the new maximum number. And I can do that by dragging this over, by saying max price gets the value of prices I. So I have reassigned the value max price because I found a new max price. Let me reset and run that. Okay. And in fact, it found my max price of $3.25. Okay. As an added bonus here, and when I say bonus, it means if you actually do this, I'm going to award you with a high chew. So if you stuck with me this far, let's try to add a new value in here, which is going to be called max location. I'm going to make it really wordy, in list, just to, okay, and I'm also going to set that as my first value. What am I trying to, and I'll spell location right as well. Okay. Well, sometimes I want to know if someone asks me, where in the list did you find that? I want to be able to report that out as well. So I'm going to, when I find the max and I reset the max price, I'm going to also reset the max location. So max location in list equals I. That's where I found it. Okay. And now I just need to have a console log to print that out. And I'm going to say which was found at location plus max location and list. Okay. Now this is going to show where it is in the index starting from 0. Okay. And I'm going to reset and run this. It says location 5. Let me go and see. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's correct. I'm actually going to modify this and at the end of this say plus where list starts at 0. Okay. Run this one more time, reset, run. Okay. And I'm going to copy this line and say, which was found at location max list. I'm going to make this a math equation. I'm going to put a +1 in here where list starts at 1. Okay. And that's self-explanatory. If I say my list starts at 0, which it does for a computer, for JavaScript, it's reflecting position 5. Otherwise, where is it in the list? It's 6 if I start at 1. And if I go up and count, if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's the 6th value, okay, which happens to be in a list, position number 5 is. So I get both of them. I'm just trying to elaborate on that concept here. But if you did this and I go back and look at this, you will get a high chew. Thanks for listening. See you next class.